Thank you, Chair. Colleagues have rightly spoken about Saudi Arabia and the effects of arms sales on Yemen, and I agree with the comments of my colleagues on restricting sales, but with time so short, I want to raise the role of the United Arab Emirates, who I don't want to be forgotten in this debate. The UAE in recent times concentrated their efforts in southern Yemen and the island of Socotra, establishing a military presence on Socotra and supplying arms to militias on the island. The Socotra archipelago has a population of 50,000, but also has an almost unique biodiversity with 700 species found nowhere else on the earth and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The UAE control maritime access to the island, and there are reports that UAE ships supply military vehicles to local militias as recently as last month. In the US, Democratic Senators Bob Menendez and Dianne Feinstein have tabled a bill that could block the sale of F-35 fighter jets to the United Arab Emirates due to their involvement in Yemen. The bill targets a pending deal that includes 50 Lockheed Martin-made F-35s worth $10.4 billion. The UAE is one of the UK arms industry's biggest customers. The UK's 2015 National Security Strategy, Strategic Defence and Security Review made a commitment to establish a permanent British defence staff in the Gulf. This is based in Dubai. The UK sold £144 million worth of arms involving 122 companies in the last 3 years. It would be remiss for the UK government to consider restricting arms sales to Saudi Arabia without also considering the UAE. Before I conclude, I want to beseech the Minister to reverse the decision to almost halve humanitarian aid to Yemen. If any country should be exempt from cuts to aid, it's Yemen, although I am absolutely opposed to the abandoning of our commitment to spend 0.7% of GDP on overseas aid. But with UNICEF stating that Yemen is the largest humanitarian crisis in the world, with more than 24 million people, some 80% of the population needing humanitarian assistance, including more than 12 million children, it is up to us to act. Our country's noble history of assisting people in countries ravaged by famine and war. People in this country have voluntarily donated hundreds of millions of pounds in the past 40 years to save people from starvation, and the government should back the will of the British people and not cut a penny, especially as the UN pen holder. Thank you.